Starlight's purpose is to deliver happiness to seriously ill children and their families, to give them moments of normalcy, to escape whatever injury or illness they're battling.
Starlight has a lot of programs that help us build that bridge between kids really instantly.
When you're in the hospital, the days are long days, and the more we have to distract us and to entertain us, the quicker it is that we recover.
What I love about Starlight is the simplicity of the programs. You can literally see a child's face come to life when they put on one of our gowns, when they play with the fun centre, when they're immersed in our virtual experience world.
There's a direct correlation between happiness and outcomes after surgery. Patients that are engaged recover smoother and quicker and faster.
And it just takes the conversation away from the next scan or the next treatment or the next dressing change.
It's like a little escape for us as parents also.
And when I was playing with her, I felt very overjoyed because it was taking away my sister's pain.
One of the great strengths of Starlight is our network of hospitals and paediatric centres across the country. It's about 800 in our network that we work with.
20 years ago, we started partnering with Starlight Children's Foundation. They provide so many amazing programs to benefit seriously ill children and hospitalized children.
Everything around them as far as hospital equipment is totally unfamiliar, and so when they see something like a Nintendo roll into the room, they kind of say, oh, I didn't know that kind of stuff was allowed here.
When I'm having my treatments, they bring one of those in, and I'm just like, time to play.
It does help in the healing process because it makes him happy.
By us delivering happiness, we know that it shortens hospital stays, it improves health outcomes and lowers the cost of care.
Starlight makes an enormous difference to patients and families.
It's all part of getting better.
And they're not just their injury, they're not just their illness, they're still a kid. And so this really allows them to still be a kid while they're in the hospital.
The more we partner with others like the Starlight Children's Foundation, the better we can do our job and the better we can take care of the kids every day.
We bring to kids that are seriously ill moments where they can be a kid.
And an organization that provides play experiences for kids, I think goes very well with today's build of a game store made of plastic bricks. Yeah, I thought that would be a pretty nice little combo there. It just feels right. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me. We've got Hyphen Cubed, Primus, Head On, and Ray Actual here. For some of you who will be showing up today, you haven't seen me in a couple days or a few days, probably a few days. Yeah, because yesterday I was doing a Gundam build. Not everybody likes the Gundam build stuff. Kat, hello, welcome. But today it's back to brick building, so I hope that you'll enjoy. And obviously, we've still got the campaign going for Starlight that's going through Friday. Supernova, welcome back. Sorry, Neon Supernova specifically, welcome back. We did get started just a little bit. Sorry, the image there wasn't able to cut it out nicely, but it'll fit. Grizzle Bees, hello and welcome. Good to see you. Reobrix gets most of their parts from Geostar, and Geostar uses very small bags that you can open up one at a time. At least the way that Reobrix uses it. Uses their system, their parts in their manufacturing, which makes it nice and comfy and easy and straightforward. Not having to sift through a ton of parts, at a given time. Yeah, it's a little 16 by 16 mini modular sort of thing. And it's also a 2-in-1. They give you a second set of instructions to go with this thing. You do not get the benefit of pre-sorted parts then, but it's like a typical 2-in-1 build in that sense. But this one does use stickers. Laptop. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, Nefarious. Sorry about the Tech issues, though. Hook, welcome back. Thank you for stopping in. So far, definitely these pieces feel fine going together. But again, there will be stickers. So for folks who are physically allergic to stickers, you have been warned. Stickers exist in the world. Happy birthday, Pops! Architecture set and trying something steampunk. That's a tough choice. Obviously very different, but both very valid choices. Do you have any specific leaning on the steampunk side of that? Any particular preference of a specific set? It's supposed to say steampunk, but it does. It does say steampunk. Joel, I hope you're doing well. Still way too many great brick building sets. Yeah. Great problem to have. Yes. Good time to be alive. Paladin, welcome. Check out stuff that I haven't reviewed also. Like the latest steampunk set, the very latest steampunk set from Reobrix looks really interesting. It's smaller. It's not as grandiose as the last Time Rift library, but it might actually be nicer to you. Yeah, the color match there definitely is not right. Reviews have a big impact. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. You do not want to get in the habit of buying stuff because of what someone else thinks. That's very dangerous. I've seen people do it. I don't like it because it's not in their best interest. Like, I saw this review from my favorite reviewer and I didn't even watch the video yet. I just saw they had a review for it and it looked great in the thumbnail. I went out and bought it. I trust this person, so I bought it. Yeah? How did you like it? I didn't like it. Why is that? Because it's not for me. I appreciate the trust, but I want everybody to definitely think for themselves and, most importantly, buy for themselves. I'm just here to help, not to make decisions. Last set of this wave was a corner store. I've never built a mini modular from Reobrix. I think you might be thinking of Kata. Very similar style, but different brick manufacturer, different designer, I believe. Might be mistaken on that. I don't know all the designers behind the scenes. Steamfent is under 40 on Amazon before taxes. When you step outside the Lego box, more pleasantly surprised you become. That's awesome. Yeah. And even if you do stay within the Lego box, just knowing what else is out there. You know, especially if you're into custom stuff, it can really help to influence the direction you go, or even just assembling together different types of sets. It can get you looking in different directions in terms of themes and such. Hyphen Cubed, thank you very much for our first donation of the day. Look at that. $5 donation to help bring smiles to kids directly through Starlight Children's Foundation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. The Knight, hello and welcome. Yeah, the Steam Vent was originally, I think, $45. But you got all the holiday discounts right now. Just putting together Mateo's. Okay, nice. Didn't mind the stickers too much. A couple might be off. Nah. Dust to get on the underside. Oh, I see. I see. Spots where there's actually a dip in the plastic, the individual piece, right? Not between pieces, but in the piece. The set does have lights. They are Reobrix compatible. Which was a surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. Has some, yeah, they go a little bit more complex right now. I hope that they do a good job of wire routing. Usually these don't. Sets like this usually don't do well on that. They kind of leave it up to the builder to figure that out for themselves. But we'll see. We shall see soon. Again, just a 16 by 16 little build here. Not too big of a deal. It's about 1,000 pieces. Probably get it done in this one session. I really need to do more reasonable size sets and small sets, because the past 4 months or so of mostly doing 2,000 piece sets and up, it's not sustainable. It's not. Gen 1, well, I've got stuff in lists. I've got stuff in 3 lists: top priority, medium priority, and lowest priority. So I'm working on it. I might actually budget, surprisingly, I might actually budget less. Depends on what else is announced soon, since they just announced another $400, $300 set today for Gen 1 release, right? But I might be able to budget less than August towards Lego. Large sets keep me busy for two or three streams. Yeah, but that's the thing. I need to be able to build more sets that don't take 3 streams. Because ultimately, I need to get the reviews out there. I need to keep everything moving. Wish Lego would do. They've done it. Lego has done it. I'm assuming that they didn't sell amazingly well, otherwise they would have continued. I have to assume that that's the issue here. Jay, hello and welcome. Or a sponsored review. I mean, wasn't that big dump of initial sponsored videos, wasn't that released at the moment that the set was unveiled? So already there's like 3 hours of content out there about this set. Lego seems to be moving towards just having all of the sponsored content dumped at the very moment that the sets are revealed. No more grace period. Eliminate the competition immediately. Capture the market instantly. Yeah. Yeah, it's up to Lego. Great that Lumi, others give me a lot more affordable options. Yeah. Although, again, Reobrix has just had 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,400 piece sets back to back to back because they're rushing for the holidays. See if they had any enterprises. Not only had some, they all had the shuttle pod. You are very fortunate. You're very fortunate. And I'm glad that you got the shuttle pod. Fortunate to have a... Oh. By 2/3. Hello. Studs on the side with the 2/3 height. Fortunate to have access at all to a local Lego shop. I'm glad that they had not only the Enterprise, but the
You gotta be quicker than that.
I saw it, Chainsaw. Thank you for lurk, Sunny. 555J, hope you're doing well. See what else? They make, yeah, they do a lot. They do a lot. More shuttle pods than Enterprises in the initial shipment. Good. Excellent. That's nice to hear. Obviously wasn't the case online, but it's nice that that happened in the stores at least. Getting into Kobe tanks, and are they great? Yeah, and they just get better. Johan, they just keep getting better. I've messed with Kobe tanks for probably almost 10 years now, off and on, just a little at a time. Every couple years, they just increase their quality and their detail significantly. Started to sell the pumpkin patch gift with purchase. Oh, because they had a bunch left over, I guess. That's good. That's good. I mean, I'm sure that their intent is not to have excess ever. Their intent is to sell out on those. That is the, because after all, gifts with purchase are designed to create more sales. But whatever the reason, just having some that you can actually simply just go buy, that would be great. David, hello. We do keep the language nice and soft and kind and clean and family friendly around here for everybody. But lurk, it means somebody is stepping away. Maybe they're leaving the window open to count as a view or a viewer to help with the charity event and its visibility. But that's all that means. It means they're just stepping away from the screen. Brooks Bricks, how's it going? Indeed. Happy Dad. Build the Enterprise? Nice. Shire didn't sell as well as they want because they had the Smeagol murder gift with purchase available again a couple months ago. It's an art and a science, mostly a science, predicting sales, forecasting sales. Very difficult, especially when you're dealing with a multinational distribution. Looking forward to my thoughts versus yours. How they differ. This goes up top. This goes here. Yeah, it's for some folks, depending upon their background. For some folks, like I'm personally fine with the word, but I've got my rules. I have to apply them with 100% consistency. If I let anything slide, that is a deluge that immediately starts because that's how humans are. So I just have to be consistent. Ultima Underworld Lurker is a water-dwelling monster of moderate difficulty. Okay. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. And have a good evening. Lego alternatives waiting for your bamboo house. Ooh. Ooh. That's a big one and a beautiful one. I have not had a chance to build mine yet. I'm not sure if I will be able to get to it. Just timing, but yeah, it is a beautiful thing. Wait, no, bamboo house. Bamboo house I did. I'm thinking of the waterfall house. That's what it is. Sorry. Which also has bamboo around it, doesn't it? Okay, bamboo house. Got it. This does not use Reobrix. This is Geostar. Oops. Loving the Enterprise. Just starting bag 19. You're well into it then. Yeah, the early parts of the build are the most impressive to me. Does this not have a screen? I'm surprised it doesn't have a screen. Like smaller modulars. Still see minifig scale. Yeah, I hope this is minifig scale and not just a little bit smaller than that. But it's a great size. 16 by 16 and 16 by 32. A lot of stuff that we go for in this hobby is just always about bigger, bigger, bigger. Why bigger? Because when you go bigger, that's when you can get a little bit of color inconsistency there. That's when you can make things look more realistic. So everybody just builds bigger, 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 bigger. Even like in the mock world, that's how we ended up with 10 wide trains and 8 wide cars. Are they to scale with minifigs? Not at all. Maybe the trains more so, but to you, this one felt minifig scale? All right. Ordered 2 Reobrix. Both had bestseller and standard portions. Actually got the standard portion before the bestseller part of the second order. Weird. More parts means more value because 10 cents a piece. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Need to add the on button before the screen can appear. That makes sense. Need to find where to plug it in. Strange choice of graphic design there, suggesting that perhaps this is an emulator cabinet. Love if Lego just starts stacking 1x1s inside builds to inflate piece counts and hypnotize price to part ratio believers. I want to buy like 1,000 1x1s and 1x2s and just make a small building with them. There's people, I guess there's one video out there or something that has gotten some traction about price to weight ratio again. That whole thing has come around again. That thing that I spent an entire season casually debunking years and years ago by showing price to weight ratio, price to gram ratio on every single review for an entire season. It's come around again. It's time to squash it again. Because Lego is a bulk commodity, right? That's why we get it. It's for the weight of ABS plastic pellet. Dollar-shaped skyscraper. Made with the maximum number of pieces. Kigo, good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, I love small arcades. Always a good thing. There's so many different options, so many different shapes, different ways people make them. Come up with any metric they can to justify paying so much. Exactly. Actually, it's a great deal if you look at the price to stud ratio. $10 price to minifig ratio. Models you don't need to go to IKEA first for. Maybe later once you get a bunch of them. Price per Lego logo. Ooh, that's good. That's good because that immediately devalues the competitors, which is what the superfans want you to do. I like that. Price per frog. Opening IKEA in your mall. Oh, wow. Wow. Time to buy more sets. How about number of IKEA shelves per $1,000? Number of IKEA Billy shelves occupied per $1,000. Minteractive, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, just realized I missed a whole layer over here. Oops. Okay. Yeah, this is so much nicer working with small bags, small numbers of parts at one time. Like just that. That's how many parts I open now. That's it. That's all I have to sort through. That's all I have to look through at any one time. I want more of that. I definitely want more of that. Initial D vibes, definitely. $20 and $21 at the same time. They're identical. Those two, if you notice, the bags are identical. Making those nacelle bases ×2. Largest sticker sheet you've ever seen. Wow. You need to see more sticker sheets. But yeah, the quality of the stickers is decent, like nice prints. The color match isn't great. Color match could definitely be improved. You don't? Used to build our sets with numbered numbers on our backs, uphill both ways in the snow. What's up, Lone? Reobrix is one of the pretty big ones. They've been around for a while. They've got a lot of products, no one specific niche. They really cover the gamut on both brick build stuff and more Technic style. From medium small, like $30 to $50 range sets, up to huge, like 6,000 piece sets. They've got a totally not Rivendell. I think they have a series of totally not Rivendell sets. that are immense. Numbered bags, I see. Using deals on sticker sheets. Oh, yeah. But, Lone, I hope you're doing well. The set does have lights. Everybody's doing lights now. Everybody's moved to doing lights, except for Lego, of course. Just finished building my first fantasy set that is minifig scale that includes lights. Done non-minifig scale that has lights from them before. Is there a spacer under this? No. Where does this go? Forward or back? Middle. It shows black underneath. Oh. Oh, okay. I see what I did. Mini scale. Don't they have multiple Rivendels, though? And I believe you're correct. As far as I've seen, anything that they've done that started out as a mock was authorized, licensed, or whatnot. Approved. Just getting to the I'm tired part of the trip. Gotcha. Brick built guns, brick built and Technic built as well. Kata does those. There are a bunch of companies out there that have definitely done those for many years as well. There's so much stuff out there. The more you look, the more you see. Wow. Okay. This is not a small world this hobby space that we're in. And whatever we consider to be norms from Lego are just Lego. Has no bearing on the rest of the world. Nobody else has to follow Lego's rules. Don't tell anybody, but we don't have to follow their rules either. Shh. Seems very freeing to not be constrained. Yeah, it really is. You get to experience so many different things. Not that the rules are themselves are bad. Like, everybody should have their ethics, their morals. Company has them. That's fantastic. But some stuff is, relatively idiosyncratic. Which is, again, still okay, but it's nice to see something else. Yeah, I mean, you can drive the car back and forth. Bricks O'Brien, how are you doing, man? Been a minute? The Lego police, yeah. Your police chief rides a skateboard? Mm-hmm. And they'll report you to the mayor, who is a corn man. Comfort thing to stick with what you know. Yeah, there's a whole psychology to that. I don't know why it has to be about a specific brand, though. That's unfortunate that we get tied into the commerce side of it, because then we are mixing mixing feelings with someone else's profit. The company doesn't care about us. We might care about them, but they don't care about us. They just want our money. The banana guy is ruthless. Kobe planes on your desk at work. Every time someone comes to look at them, say they're not actually Lego. They're like, so it's fake. And you have to go through the whole explanation. Oh my gosh. You need to go to eBay and get yourself these. If you can still find them at a reasonable price. Just get one of each. A kitty craft brick, an old one, and an old Lego brick. So you can be like, no, Lego was the original fake Lego. Maybe that'll help shortcut the conversation. That's why I always have those handies. When people come at me with that ignorance, it helps to have a visual aid, you know, to counter it. Brand of tea or cheese or something they know. True. I don't know. It just feels to me like Lego is just such a non-essential thing. And it provides no physical value to us. It's all psychological. So tying yourself psychologically to giving money to one specific company. It's not even a person. It's not even like you're supporting one specific craftsman. You know, it's a faceless company. Just doesn't, it feels less good to me. It feels less cozy. If you have a favorite cheese, sure. I always have Tillamook medium in the little bar form. It's convenient and it tastes fine. It's not the best cheese out there. But at least I'm eating it. You know, there's a whole production process and system that goes from people who own land with cows to ultimately me putting food in my belly that allows me to do work. And I'm good with that. I've met John Lego. Oh, wow. TP Dorman, the mastermind behind everything. He's the key to everything. He's the Jar Jar, right? It's like poetry. It's below. Okay, that's a decent build for a vending machine. Once again, such a small number of parts per bag. Per bag opening. Farmer doesn't eat what he doesn't know. Wes, has Lego actually done any crossovers between any of their original themes and the non-canonical fun Star Wars stuff that they do? I wonder wonder if they have a rule against that. Oh, that's right. This is all going sideways. This whole thing is built sideways. Looks like a fire hydrant with a payment screen at first. Yeah. I thought maybe it was going in the gumball machine direction, but it's a canned drink dispenser. All right, now it's safe. Simpsons, welcome back. Good evening to you. Okay, it's nice and tidy. Again, too bad about the poor color match for the sticker backing. Please have the Mountain Dew. Sorry, it's stuck. However, since you're in the upside down world, you might actually be able to get it to come out if you build this set. So I can't help, but you can help you. That just fits in there in such a nice, compact, tidy way. Less margin. Yep. Yeah, I prefer that personally. I understand why Lego leaves the gap in there because of their average builder. It's the kids, and also their faster production that is more error prone. But I like having them. I prefer to have stickers that are, if not edge to edge, darn near close. It just lets me, it puts the onus on me to set the alignments correctly. Brick Loot Taco Truck has stickers where they're like temporary tattoos. Yeah, the transfer style. How did you feel about that? I know different people will feel different ways. How did you personally feel about it? Oh, this is interesting. This is intentional. This darker... What? That's weird. They cover up much of the sticker here. Why would they not? What? That's really weird. That's really weird. But they actually have a red that matches better. Still not perfect. It really does weird things with the light in this room. It's a closer match than what you're seeing on this camera right now. I'll have to see if I can find a spot. But This is intentionally a dark red. It's not supposed to match. A little odd choices. I didn't realize there were stickers at first. First was awkward. Yeah. After that, you like them because they're nice and flat. Like they feel premium once they go on. The only problem with those is you have one chance to get them right. And if you mess that up, you're probably screwed. Like for reals, for reals. Matt, did you get 2 sticker sheets with yours? Mine came with 2. I'm assuming it was a mistake. Oh, you did? Oh, that is data right there. So there's a good possibility that it was actually intentional? Wait a minute. But my lord, is that legal? Not from a Lego. How many times have we mentioned that? It would be nice if they included a second sticker sheet so that if we mess up, or if shipping messes up, like right here, you got this bent edge, we have a second chance to get it right. And these guys just did it. And it's a lot of stickers too. What? Is that actually an option? Given that it costs like less than 50 cents to produce that entire sticker sheet? Probably, I would guess 30 cents for full color like that. And I'm probably way off. It's probably way less than that, but I'm trying to be nice. Brainwash the next. That's what I'm saying, Matt. That's what I'm saying. The expectations and the assumptions so many of us have. That's what Lego does is how it must be. I see it a lot in comments on YouTube, and it's starting to really concern me. It's like a form of brainwashing. Even though we've done it to ourselves, you know, Lego has not told us any of these rules and things. They just do what they do. You know, they just do their thing. But we interpret them like they're religious teachings. You know, it's not necessarily healthy. Loving that different companies are breaking through. Yeah. It's good for all of us. I think I missed. Yep, right there. It's this side. The last fantasy one that I built is nice. Feels good. Needs more color, I think, but a great first attempt at a new thing for them. Yeah, absolutely, Led. That would be the best outcome if Lego has to respond and if Lego gets better. That would be the absolute best. Just imagine that. I mean, clearly Lego designers are freaking wizards. Like, they can do great stuff, and they frequently do. Imagine if they were forced to get way better. You know? The smart minifig, yeah, we'll see how those work out. I'm surprised that the sets don't seem, at least on the rumor mill, they don't look like they're going to be as overpriced as I initially would have expected. The prices might actually be somewhat reasonable by Lego's standards. but we'll see. I don't expect it to be amazing in how well it works, but they have to keep trying these things. They have to keep trying new tech. And if they can actually keep the prices within the range of impulse buy or at least reasonable purchase for kids, that's critical. The lighting, mentioning it was their first go. It was their first go with lighting a building like that that's minifig scale. They've done lighting before, but this is a full system with the Reobrix style. Not the same, different, better in some ways. Channel bricks, for channeling wires through walls and such. They've introduced some different concepts. I like it. I like the start. It's not perfect yet, but it's much simpler than Reobrix. Not one time in the build of that fantasy architecture firm building did I see something that said millimeters on it. Not one time did I have to look at a pile of wires and count LEDs and match shapes and potentially measure the lead at the end to make sure I'm grabbing the right one. It was short or long, that's it. And usually short. Will, hello, and thank you. Happy you've been enjoying them. Glad to be of service. Focus going back to actual play. Well, it's both. They're doing both. It's not like they've slowed down on making the $300+ sets. They've never stopped making play sets. Lego has never stopped making play sets. That's a total misinterpretation of reality on our part. We adults love the expensive stuff that's made for adults, and we put most of our focus on it. But if you just look at Lego's actual product line, they've got tons of small toys for kids, always. New smaller city sets are all prints, which is nice. I'll have to see what that looks like, how different that actually looks, if it's a major change or if it's a small, subtle one. Because they've had an allotment of like 2 new prints per sub-theme, like fire, police, rescue, or adventure or something for a while. I wonder if this is more. Found your Jack Stone sets with the big windows and the pillars. Right on. Right on. How did you like those when you were actually a kid, though? Obviously, we make fun of them today, but how did you feel about them then? It's complicated? Tell me. No shame. Need to make sure that their playsets are always the bread and butter. Until it's not. Like the reason that toy companies are doing less, they're putting less focus on new products for kids. They still have stuff out for kids, but the reason that they're putting more focus on stuff for adults is because less kids are playing with toys and more adults are. So that's the response to us. That's not on them. That's not evil companies hating kids and wanting more adult money. It's just companies trying to sell what will sell. Love the figures, love the windows and pillars. Right. off to a decent start here. This feels so far, this feels right for its size. You know, it's a small thing, but it's got nice level of detail, not too packed, and definitely not too busy. Doesn't have just a ton of random details all over the place. Everything feels pretty sensible and meaningful. So far. Good use of the budget, I want to say. So far. Bag 2. That was bag series 1 of 3. Excuse me. You watched the commercial, realize how dumb the premise was, but as a kid, you thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Go on. You said it's complicated. I'm waiting for the bad part. So far, this is all good. Upright driving games with mechanical cars? With mechanical cars? I haven't seen that since I was little. The mechanical machines were already retro. And they disappeared when I was still small, for the most part. People just didn't keep them up. You just unlocked a memory for me, Let. Some donation spots, stores don't want toys anymore. Yeah. They specifically specify no toys. Yeah. I mean, Lego has been out, especially used Lego. Almost nobody accepts used Lego. But yeah, the idea of no toys at all is a rough one to come to terms with. The thing you don't like about Jack Stoner sets is it felt like it was tricky to use the pillars and windows outside of that theme. Okay. To ground your son, took away electronics, instantly went back to playing with Lego. Oh, use that. Trap your kid into doing things that require them to be grounded, so that you can get them to do stuff with no electronics. More. The arcades in the 90s had them. So much fun, even though it was simple. It's so cool. A little piece of me, since I'm forcing myself to try to focus on integrating things into my life that I can actually personally enjoy for myself, not for content, but for myself. And then I can share that joy, it's fine. But as part of that, I'm thinking about like how to integrate trains and possibly even a slot car thing into my new room. Like a off-road, either off-road or stunt slot car thing. I don't know. It's a lot of strong positive feelings went in that direction as a kid. All the Tycho stuff. Right? Yes. Lego on magnets. Yep. Integrated into Lego. I've experimented with that some years back, completely offline. I know some people have done exactly that, but it's a maybe. But I would need to find or make a space for effectively a racetrack, but I know how to do it. Large scale slot track. Oh, the big wide ones that are really, really short, that have the colored lanes and that are actually aerodynamic. Those are still around. There's still some old dudes messing with those. Still pushing the technology, even shaving micrograms and messing with exotic materials for pickups. And they have only rear wheels, right? No front wheels. The fastest ones. Hook, thank you for hanging out. Take care. Blue bricks. Steels like ours, when they collide with things, usually suffered. The thing suffered and not hit. Special floor base brick plates you did not like. Gotcha. Good reason. It was designed that way. Kind of locked you into building a certain way. Indeed. Yeah. It was for that exact reason that I've not put much thought or energy into looking at those. I just kind of dismissed them. The structures. I like that there are parts of the vehicles that are useful, but the structure stuff not so much in my opinion. What is this piece? It's curved. Curved across the top. I wonder if that is good enough to get past Lego's little anti-competitive part registration just because it's curved on the top. I don't know if that's enough. It's a Pavlovian response. Aaron. I just saw the rod. Saw off the rod that sticks out of the pillars. Just break it. Much more curved. Yeah, this one's so subtle. Like Reobrix does the curve around the back. The ones that Reobrix uses. They curve around the back, or they have this notch going through the front plane. This is... If that's all that it takes to bypass Lego's lawyer brigade and their total misuse of an EU-specific part registration system, that's fantastic. I'm 100%. I'm in favor of IP protection. I'm 100% against what Lego does for theirs these days, because most of it is it's just abuse. I think abuse of a poorly managed and regulated system. It could be a test. It could be. It could be an expensive test, though. Usually they don't want to mess with that. I know that for the hollow bricks, the hollow stud. Who is it? I think it's Is it Reobrix? Is it Reobrix? Or is it someone else? They use a octagonal shape for the flange. Just the flange. The outermost, the widest area. Just the flange is a different shape. So rather than being round, it has little facets. effectively the exact same thing, works the same way. But I think that's enough of a difference to bypass Lego's evil. Because what happens when Lego is able to get one of those part protection registrations and then get that flagged with a customs organization somewhere, is it then stops all shipments from an entire company get seized and then have to go through, at best, a months-long process that just really hurts retailers. You know, even if it's just on suspicion and it's not on reality, or even if there's just one single item in the entire ISO shipping container, like an entire shipping container, if it has one single item with an infringing part in it, like a hollow stud, Lego can get all shipping containers from that company seized for months and possibly destroyed. So it's a dangerous game to play. I wouldn't be against that, and sounds like a decent idea. Because definitely there are a lot of brands that pop up and then disappear. Using one of them to test the waters on stuff like that. It's probably the best option you have. It's not like you can go to Lego and say, hey, is this okay? They'll always say no. It's nice that this has an opening hatch to be able to get access to the interior. Nice to see that on such a small set. Ooh! On a mech with the insta double. This is a good start. Good start to the session. Now, don't push your luck. Don't push your luck with the unfart. Don't do it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Accept the good and leave it alone. Judge is completely different. See the corners around it, and that can actually make the difference. The physical design registration is very, very, very particular. Literally, if you change just a small thing, that's all that it takes, because it's on the shape, a registration of the shape. Red Lobster biscuit. Ooh, nice. Gonna make my mouth water. Oops, this is not exactly locked in place. This is all the parts that I have to open now. I'm loving this so much. Compared to a Reobrix set where I have to open like 5 or 6 bags. 2 of them are 1 pound bags of parts. And 3 of them, well, 2 of them are bags like this with a bunch of little pieces. And then 1 of them is a bag with medium-sized pieces and tiny pieces that I then need to sort. That's it. That's all I have to look through. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Commercial had Jack Stone pulling a 7 to 8 story building with a truck just to have the person saved by jumping out onto a trampoline. Okay. Friend gifted a box of pre-made ones from the store. Many of them came out pretty dang close to restaurant quality. Awesome. Awesome. Maybe this will go all the way through. Yep. And these are on runner, which I'm fine with. Wait, is this outside? I guess this is the outside wall, huh? Olive Garden's breadsticks, and Texas Roadhouse's buns with cinnamon butter. Oh, wow. Did not remember that. I prefer a savory dinner table bread. I think using rubberized plastic for plant pieces is better. For these leaves, these flexible leaves, the polyethylene. This is flexible. Where I don't like to see that flexibility is in smaller pieces like the horns and claws and such, because then they like to mushroom when you try to insert them into something. Welcome, Physical Taco. The 3-leaf. Oh, this one right here? Oh. Yeah, I prefer them to be hard as well when they're that small, because when you want to go through a piece, I like them to just want to go through rather than needing to set them up just right, and then the end starts to bend and mushroom up. I don't enjoy that. Today's Tuesday, right? Just 3 days remain to get us to possibly get a 3rd gaming station funded for children's hospitals. And we're 340 away. 340 away. Can almost taste it. What is this red phone, I don't think they would even recognize it as a phone. Maybe the keypad they'd recognize, but the headset, the handset, would not make any sense. Secondary market prices on Shuttlepod are brutal. Like what? What are they like? Reobrix? No, I've done a bunch of Reobrix. Bunch of Reobrix in the past. Maybe not as many as I'm thinking, but definitely I've bought a lot. I've built a fair number, and they do not use GoBricks. Hasbro found out the hard way. Certain rubbers touch each other. The plastic can melt. Yep. And then some of the flexible stuff will alternately. Now we're only 310 away. Donated $30. Thank you. Thank you very much. That next $10 donation will take us to 7,900. Thank you very much for that. That's a nice big chunk towards it. Thank you. But yeah, they're the ones that will also emit oils, and they're the ones that will also turn brittle over time. 100-ish. I'm surprised it's so cheap. I'm surprised it's not more expensive than that. 100, 120. That means there's a lot of them out there. That means supply is very strong. All right, my first light. Older tires, they're the worst, and it's a silicone, I believe. It's a silicone oil that comes out of Lego tires. Because if you try to clean it up with soap and water, it doesn't work. Or barely works. Batmobile sitting outside of a display case. Oh, the dust accumulation on the tires. Taiwan has a Gundam base 15 minutes away. Oh, well. Why are you not there yet? Well, then. That's happening. Tires associated with city all the time. That's right. That's right. They have pretty much disappeared, huh? They were on everything. Every car, like basic road car, sports car, was the same as a brush truck. Are these kits part quality build experience? Built almost all Lego in exactly one Lumibrix. Feel like Lego's parts are getting tighter to assemble. Really? Lego's parts are getting tighter to assemble? Not sure if I've experienced that, other than with their windows. Their small windows definitely tightened up. I guess when they swap out molds that get completely used up are loose. And then if they swap it out, if they replace a mold, the newer version will have better fitment. This company uses parts from GeoStar, which are even tighter still than Lego, tighter than Reobrix. So if you don't like strong clutch power, then you might not like these. Old bend component. Oh, to new stuff? I see. Yeah, that can be definitely a difference. Well used versus brand new. Should be different. These have more clutch. Yeah. To me, it feels like 15%. It's not game changing. It's not like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. These cannot be assembled. But if you're very sensitive to really, really fine specifics, you'll notice it. What is happening here? Okay, this is going to take me a second to understand. Here, keep them together. Less is easier on your fingers. Power distribution board, USB connector. Oh, this is all on the other side. Let's see, this just goes through. I'm hoping these are the same connectors that Reobrix uses as well that are double-sided. Wait, why is the button not working? There it goes. Oops, dang it. These look to be single-sided. Interesting. Okay, so these do have to, excuse me, have to be plugged in one specific way. And it looks like they messed up not showing that in the instructions. Well, let's see if they even fit the other way. See if it's possible to connect them the right way. Lumi's BricsMax 2.0? Yeah, but the question is who's the OEM? And what is the design style? BricsMax and Lumibrix, it's the same company. Okay, these are fully physically polarized, so they cannot be plugged in the wrong way. That's fine. These are JST SUR 0.8 millimeter. Discovered. I'm gonna have a go at the wiring. It's going to be just left alone for now. It doesn't get attached yet. Yeah, the small incidental details are always charming. I'll use the small units. It's too bad this one doesn't stay, though. It tends to rotate. Okay, I wonder when we're gonna secure the wiring back there. And also, I need to see about these frames, because Reobrix had a little issue with these frames warping. No such issue here with Geostar. They are producing their parts a little bit either slower or colder. Oh, minor scuff on this one. Almost halfway through already. These 1x2 by 1 2/3 stud on the side bricks also have that very subtle arched curve at the top in the corners. So subtle compared to Go Bricks, which uses I think they have a curve as viewed from the top on the back, and then also a ridge going down the side like a flange. There's a spare 1x1 round plate, i.e. stud. Just suspicious because there hasn't been anything to spare up to this point. I would have seen it. Wait. Another one shows up over here. I don't see it in the instructions. It just appears. Well, we'll see if that's actually supposed to be there later. For now, I'm putting it in place. No, it's not supposed to be there. It appears, but then it's not there in the next step. I'm going to hold off on it for now. I'm going to make a note of it. Step B20. Different 2x2 jumpers as well. Yeah, architecture firm, use them on the side. Had to see, had to change it because the piece had protection. Ah. I think that's just a Go Bricks thing. I think when you order 2x2 jumpers from Go Bricks, you get the Lego safe version. That one's not perfectly centered. Maybe I try it again. It's talking about like a half millimeter difference. Paul, welcome back. Still not perfect, but nostalgic. Right on. Nope, I actually went too far. I'm going to try yet again. Welcome, library, vampire. Thank you, Paul. It's not about patents. It's not about patents. All Lego patents have long since expired. Long since the 1980s. Now they use this system called EU IPO. It's a shape registration system in the European Union to protect the shape of some of their parts. And it's current. And it sucks. I'm trying to be entirely too careful. This is completely uncalled for. That's pretty decent. Just know that any tiny variation will immediately grasp the attention of viewers on YouTube. This morning I had someone specifically call out a specific point in the video where a dog hair appeared off to the side. They had to call that out. No other comment. No comment about the 3,400 piece set. Just that one thing. Very annoying. Non-Lego brands make their own molds using existing pieces. That's nice right there. Paul, thank you for a $9 donation. The Starlight Children's Foundation, I see what you did. You reestablished the palindrome.
I will upvote that.
$200 and change away from funding a third game station. We already know where one of them is going to go. Thank you very much. The comments drive engagement in the algorithm. They also drive the creator absolutely insane when they are psychotic. I need my sanity. Forgo the stickers, build it clean, then wonder why it looks so bland. Yep. And then just have a soda. Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, I mean, most of these parts were originally done with Lego. Not all of them. And more as time goes by, more companies are making their own stuff, but most of these are following patterns that Lego started. They don't directly scan them, you know, they rebuild them. They make new molds, they make new designs. Subtle differences and slightly more differences when they need to. But yeah, it's public domain. Lego's patents, which is only on the the tubes on the undersides of pieces, those expired by the 1980s. So this is a public domain system. Literally belongs to humanity, not to any company. You like that table? Thank you. Thank you. Off for the slips. Have a good slips. Thanks for hanging out once again, Matt. And we'll see you around. Little single plate offset. Tiling the stairs, yeah. Looks cool. It doesn't work anymore, but it looks cool. Like the studs for figs, exactly. Yeah. That is the trade-off when you go all smooth. You can always use sticky tack. Oh, a bunch more wires coming in. Okay, so there's the stud. It does end up getting used there just later. Kind of suspected that. Okay, one of these is short, one of them, two of them are long. Long it is. That's cool. These are pre-assembled. It's got the stud in there and then a hole drilled through the dish for the wires. That's a little bit more expensive to produce. I would love to know how much a light kit adds to the retail price, the minimum retail price of a set like this. Like what percentage? I would really like to know. Probably will never know, but I would like to. Can make this a little easier for myself. Kokoral, welcome. How it goes? Leave that out for now. Simple way to route the wires through. They are visible from the outside, but it does work. "15-centimeter wire." I'm assuming it's this shorter one. Yeah. Yep. Redondo, welcome. Yeah, I think I'm fine with these being fully polarized. Not having the double-sided connectors, the double-sided jacks. As long as it's not possible to insert the piece the wrong way. That's all that really matters. You don't like wiring? That's fair. You're not alone in that. I love seeing things lit up. Completely changes the value of the whole scene. Library Vampire. Thank you for a $10 donation from YouTube to Starlight Children's Foundation. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. And $10 can literally sponsor an hour of gaming or use of a VR system for 10 kids. It's $1 each per hour. Or you can get some toys sent out to a children's hospital. Thank you very much for going out of your way to sacrifice some of your own funds to bring joy to others. Rick Enforcer, Chilled Out, and Clever, welcome. Wish they made smaller modular sets. I agree, Redondo. Yeah, more of the more reasonable size things. 50 and under, at least 60 and under. Reobrix, yeah, they're a very popular, pretty big company that's done a ton of sets of all sorts of themes and sizes for a while now. I think I've reviewed at least a couple of their sets. Love Reobrix, but wiring is a bit much. Let's see. Fantasy has tried to go a little bit easier with it. The part from B32 comes here, and then it goes under. The parts from B31. But these, oh wow. Really making you think here. Based on the cost of LEDs with connectors already on, I would say about $5 to $10, depending on the size of the set. Probably significantly cheaper in bulk. How much would Lego sell a half base plate? Wait, like 32 by 16? Is that what you mean? Yeah, $130 without. That sounds like a good estimate without lights, without anything else special. Sounds like a very reasonable guess. Okay, I guess I can tighten all that up after the fact. For right now, I could just... No, there's another layer, right? What is that? Something over here? Some other stuff happening. Oh, that comes later. This right now should fit down in here, which means that I missed a layer. Why? How? Oh, just right here, this piece. My bad. This one, okay. This goes underneath. Okay, the fact that can be loose is good. Nothing is in danger of being pinched so far. That's good. In spite of them not using any specialized pieces to prevent pinching. Okay, just pull that through, tightens up. That one's tight. Okay, that should be it. So I've got all these now. A little bit different lengths though. Not thrilled about that. Got these different lengths. Especially this short one right here. Doesn't quite give me a comfortable amount of space to work. Okay, you. It's you, and then was there a third one? Yeah. This is much more complex than I expected for such a cheap set. I thought they were going to go really cheap with it. Almost the Kata route, but they did not. They went closer to Reobrix, but minus the specialized wire management pieces. They're putting exactly the shape of light and also the color of light where they want it. 1x1 plates work great. Yeah, totally. Right there. Absolutely. definitely does the trick. This is an important piece right here. Get that corner not there. Really makes that corner nice and tight. Make sure that everything is essentially self-aligned as well. Too wide plates, you want to make sure that those corners are good, and this makes sure that they're good. So excellent. Internet's boo-boo. Oh, I'm sorry. Absolutely. Works, it works. Wasn't expecting to see teal and aqua, light aqua in this. Well, the one by is already there. Okay. Oh, wow. It's not even, what? It's not even moving and it's blinking? What is going on? What is going on? It's not even moving, so it's not that? I've had such a time trying to figure out the blinking issue. I changed the whole camera after determining that the wire wasn't the problem. But it's still doing it, and it's not even moving, which suggests maybe it's something else. Maybe it's the port where it's connected? Nope, it's not that. Still more work to figure out what's going on, why that blinks. I'll eventually get it. Eventually. Or maybe the problem will just go away when I switch rooms and everything gets rebuilt. So we passed 7,900, which means we are now $90 and change away from hitting that 8K major milestone. And the team today passed 15K. Which is a very, very, very beautiful thing. Congrats to Team Streamstars. That was the real goal. To see, we're still, what we got, this is 3 days to go. This is a little bit hollow in the middle, a little bit soft, a little bit squishy, because there's no support underneath this large plate. What is it? 6 by 12, is it? But I can get my finger under there, so I can push as hard as I need to. All right, some floor. Wait, is this a bed? It is. This is the owner's bed. Or it could just be apartment above the game store.
Hello there.
Master Builder, welcome back. Hope you had a good day. I feel like I've seen this exact headrest design before. I don't remember if it was Reobrix or Insoon or Tycol. Feels very familiar to me. 4-page essay on Invincible being peak, right on. As long as it's legit and right for the assignment. You can do stuff you enjoy about stuff you enjoy and get the work done. That's a win-win. Doing good? A lot of stuff done? Good. Productivity. I love that. This is considered minifig scale? As far as I can tell. It feels like it to me. The bed definitely can hold a figure. And more importantly, when you get down to the ground level, yeah, that looks minifig scale to me. Group did a presentation on Lego in our QM, Quantum Mechanics. Quality management. Makes more sense. I got back into Lego as an adult, as an unexpected side effect of a presentation I did to about 100 people, whole department. I used Lego props and Lego concepts, stickers. Almost all the decorations in this set are stickers, actually. Kermit the Knight had so much other. Oh, I see. Appropriate though. Blood Morgan, welcome back. Yeah, well, 16 by 16 mini modular sort of thing. They have 3 in this specific line presently. Nice. Right. Biggest sticker yet. Actually, one of the 2 biggest stickers in the entire set right here. And this one has negative space on the sticker. And so I won't even bother to try to get it perfect. Don't want it to be bad. Don't want it to be wrong. That'll do. Coming soon to a console near you. Kill monsters. The most basic chair. Interior's looking surprisingly cozy. Kevin, welcome back. You've considered this one? You saw that they have 3 in this line. Reobrix has 3 compatible same size sets. It's this, an izakaya, and a ramen shop. I should probably stop putting the emphasis on the second syllable. Or third. Yeah, decent for the price. I didn't expect there to be so much work that went into lighting, so many components. I thought it was going to be very, very simple. I thought it was going to be one of those check mark, yes, has lights, give us your money sort of scenarios, but it's not. They actually put some real thought into it and invested into the components as well. Thank you for the lurk. Dozing off. Sounds good. No, I don't. I'm not familiar with that line at all, so I wouldn't. Probably won't be getting one. This one does not route wires like Reobrix. So far, it does not use any specialized wire routing pieces. Much more traditional, basic techniques. But the connectors are Reobrix compatible. No pinching yet. Absolutely none. Yet. A little past. I'm probably like almost 2/3 of the way done. I'm very glad that so far these companies do not seem to be moving towards a single standard. They're trying to innovate. They're trying different approaches, trying to find what works best for them and for their customers. That's good. For something that's still emerging, like lighting in brick-based sets. Because nobody's come up with the perfect solution yet, that's for sure. So it's important that they keep trying. Exactly. Nice number of windows to make sure that you can actually see inside. Take advantage of the benefits of the lighting. This gets held onto for a minute. Last baglet of bags number 2. Not Reobrix, nope. It's a Geostar. Four here. I don't understand what that is. Is it a wait? Is that a microwave? Is that supposed to be a microwave? No. I think it should be swapped though. You think it is a microwave? Oh, If there's something sink-like over here, then I will definitely agree. It makes the most sense, doesn't it? It's not AC unit, because if they were doing an AC unit, they would have it on they'd have the fan on the outside, like they did down below. Like they did here. A color that Lego people are not used to. A dark sand green. Or maybe we would call this medium sand green. I like different. Different is exciting. Well, I mean, a tiny bit is hanging over the bed. I don't know if that's intentional. Could it be a TV then? I just thought that if it was a TV, they would have a screen on it. They would have a sticker for it. Wait, what is that? Wait. I'm seeing things. I'm seeing stickers that I think are going to be applied to parts that already exist. Oh, I'm gonna chill for now. I'm gonna trust the process. But I'm suspicious. Different is good, yeah. Exactly. I just don't know if this really has a kitchenette. Ah. All right, that is a very compact bookcase. Oh, and it's being used as a room divider. So this could yet be a kitchenette over here. I thought this was going to go against the back wall, but nope. Okay, and so far, 0 leftover pieces. 0. Not 1. just started bags 3 or bag group 3 of 3. Very precise, which means that they are very confident in their quality control, huh? Oh, this goes the other way. Yeah, it goes down here. It's not the room divider. So there is a wall. A sparrow or two on the power line. There you go. Walk back 3 even. Welcome back, Warren. Thank you, thank you. I was glad to get that one done. Get it out there. It's interesting set. Start of something new for the company itself. There. Olive green door. English on the sidewalk. Yep. And made in China. One of the 2 remaining lights. This is going to be the last one that will hang off the side. This is exterior. Hey, Warren, thank you so much. $10 donation. Love to see it. Thank you again. You've done a bunch already. Thank you for digging in again as you come back here to once again bring happiness and joy to folks other than yourself. It's very selfless of you. Appreciate it. Again. And with that, we're 80 away and change from hitting 8,000. 3 days to go to get a third gaming station funded. Blapple, welcome back. How goes? Looks like it should be a 4. Thank you, Robot Wizard. That's our captain right there. Team Stream Stars. Sneak this through the side. Leather shop. Returned from buying more dies. Did you run out of black last night? Oh. I need to top up on paints too. Including black. I completely understand the struggle. Hey. Mm-hmm. Because you trust yourself. You trust that, well, this is a common color. I've got plenty of it, always. Surely. Oh, crap. Thought I had another bottle. I thought I had another can.
Oh, Cactin, my Cactin. We need fire support on Point Charlie. Fire for effect. Bring the rain.
I'm looking forward to finally seeing Faux Hammer in the latest remake of original Halo. Hopefully the voice is the same. Got my cat from Dead Poet Society on it to a teacher. Nice. Chief, welcome back. You might not have gotten the double, but Wandering Mech did. So we have had a double. First try double. So the good vibes are in effect. All right. Gonna be starting. Is it a roof? Yeah, roof. Why does it feel like there's still a lot? Oh, I guess this corner back here still has more to build. Oh, y'all all did it together. Okay. Steampunk? With Steampunk, you have a choice. There's Fantasy, there's also Reobrix. Reobrix does ones with lots of lights. So check them both out. See what you like the feel of better, you know? I personally think the Fantasy ones tend to be a little bit more clean, but also more brown. I didn't see this get routed anywhere. Just inside. That's it. Yep. We just leave it alone for now. All right. Give you the color selection of Lumi with the simplicity fantasy. When you say simplicity, do you mean lack of wires? Or simpler builds, the physical build. This is interesting. It's going to do the roof first and then go back down. You trust it. Okay, we move this away for now. Work on the cap. Excuse me. Pretty much the entire structure of the roof with that one little bag. It's just details after this. Oh wait, there's one more. There's one more to get the tiling. Yeah, pretty close in prices, I'd say. I think Fantasy costs a little bit more for what you get, given that they don't usually have lighting. But because they don't have lighting, something of the same size will still end up being cheaper than a Lumibrix set that's otherwise equivalent, I think. Fantasy did one building with lighting so far. One building with lighting. And it was much, much, much cleaner. Much simpler. Sky, hello. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I didn't realize that that's what you're referring to. Specifically with the wiring for buildings. To me, you know, the Fantasy thing, again, it's the first time they've ever done that. I cannot look at something that has happened once as a trend or, you know, a standard for a company. Because what if their next one is more complicated than Lumibrix? I need to actually see a trend. I need to see standards before I can think of it as a standard. Give it two. 21 of 19 of 21. Okay, very close, very close. Right on. That's been a long, major project for you. Hope they make that the standard. Yeah, hope they don't get any more complex. Like I said in the review, it's going to be difficult for them to keep things that simple, but they need to try. Lumi will often have lights for multiple rooms connected to one wire. Yes. And for someone who absolutely loves them, wish they wouldn't do that. Gotcha. Keep in mind, though, what you're asking for is more connections. Having to plug more of these tiny little connectors together. If you want them all to be separate, it's going to be tons and tons of that. Lots of female to female connectors. Lots of, compared to one where it's just, you got to route a whole lot of stuff, you know? That's the trade-off there. See, what Fantasy did with that one first time that they tried this was they just used less lights for the whole building. More customization? Definitely. Without question, it would. If they went that way, definitely. More expense, I bet. More expense and more complexity to the build. There's a problem with props, trying to run them. They don't have a bunch of messy wires in small spaces. Especially anything that's going to need to move or anything that might need maintenance. You want as few points of failure as possible, huh? Okay, this is about to get interesting. It's too tight. Not enough room to work there. Speaking of. Can we please plug in? Is that allowed? Thank you. Okay, so it's out of its own way. But what about this though? What does this do? This goes down. Oh. Really? I guess they wanted me to feed this through from the outside. They didn't say that in advance. They did not. Because now feeding it through here is going to be tricky. I'm actually going to grab some tweezers just to mess around with it for a long time. Because this wire has to go back outside. The wire is going to be visible a bit. Let's see, you want to tighten it down. It's not too bad. Actually, not too bad. Better than I thought. But oof, there's a little little much to ask. All of this back here is a little much to ask of a typical builder, that's for sure. That spaghetti mess. Kind of the standard experience of doing a light kit. This is normal, i.e. not good for the average Lego builder. But when you buy an aftermarket light kit, this is typically what you end up doing. This and much worse. So many of them have pinched wires. This is actually designed to fit without pinching any wires. But still, it's a lot of little stuff. For me, I'm like, this is fine. This is fine. But I have to keep in mind the feedback that I hear from viewers all the time. Folks who, unlike me, cannot stand stickers. Folks who, unlike me, find the hands of Reobrix figures to be impossible to attach. Folks who, unlike me, who, don't enjoy any of this stuff and would rather not have lighting or would rather not have wiring or stuff. So I have to think on behalf of others and try my best to empathize. And not project my own biases. Cyberpunk balcony. Oh, to the balcony of the Cyberpunk. Wait, which one? Is that the apartments? Which set? For the apartments, gotcha. BricsMax 2.0 light kit for the turbo tank has 3 1x4 ice blue strips that are perfect. Oh, nice. Good call. Shaky hands. Stickers and small wires are a physical issue. Let's see. That's attached now, but there's all this. Wow, one of these is way long. They don't have any suggestion of how to tie this up and kind of manage the spaghetti. It just kind of exists. That's bright. It's so bright. Okay, that works. Reobrix tried lights. They're really effective. Oh my. Genesis, welcome back. Yep, definitely not going to have an issue of seeing interior details with this. Or exterior details for that matter. I mean, wow. Alrighty then. In person, it's a little bit less yellow. You can see, like in here on camera, it's blowing out. It's going beyond what the sensor can accommodate with these settings. In person, I think it looks a little bit better than this, but it really is bright. It's very bright. Plus, this uses so many white pieces that I bet you. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. This is what I meant to do. Yeah. I bet you if I do this. Yep. You can see through the walls. Because white pieces be like that. Guarantee it's no better with Lego. Might be worse. Geostar and Reobrix both use pretty dense pigments. All right, still more details to be added in here. And I gotta tighten that up a little bit of a gap under there. As bright as they are, I'm a little bit concerned. Oh, wait, is this USB-A connector? Yeah, it's a little bit wonky. Just a tiny bit of flicker in there. Hopefully with that brightness, these actually do have the right resistors. They're not overdriven. Hopefully the LEDs are not overdriven. I should check into it and see if they indicate anywhere that they want you to plug it into a 4.5 like battery box as opposed to actual 5 volt. Hopefully they will not say that, but it's worth checking. I think it's, yeah, this is the brown. When am I going to update these images? These little clips? When? I recorded that like January or something. For shame. There's still a bunch of pieces remaining. 4 bags, small bags, but still.
Who's that Pokemon?
This one at least has been updated a couple times. This one's not as far behind. There are more now, but it's not that bad. Attach, maybe? No, you don't want to? But I want you to. Thank you. What is happening? I'm not feeling that satisfying snap. No. What is the deal with these? There. That's the snap. Okay, it needs to be angled up. It was the grill is getting in the way. Okay, so this is supposed to be angled up, but they show it angling down. Did they mess up? Did they neglect some geometry? I think they might have. Yeah, I think they must have either only digitally built it or tested it with an older version of one of these parts. I'll have to look into that offline, but I think that needed to be done differently on the inside. Decals and stickers are simply part of the building experience. We should just get over it. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you can, if you physically can. I do definitely feel like a lot of Lego builders just complain about stickers because that's what we do. It's kind of part of our culture. But if you look outside of the world of Lego, again, if you're physically capable, you can have a better time if you just don't treat it as an adversary. You know, it's more of a psychological thing than anything. Not trying to invalidate anybody's feelings. And again, you have a physical issue that prevents you from being able to line them up nicely and everything. Okay. But for most of us, it's just stickers bad. Why? Because stickers bad. Okay. Geometry issues beg the question of physical testing. Indeed, indeed. Usually kits like this are mocks. They're licensed designs by Lego builders. The question becomes, hey, designer, what are you doing? Oftentimes there's also a conversion process that occurs to update the set to use more modern pieces that Lego does not have. Somewhere along the way, something's getting lost. Definitely the production thing is not being tested. Just like with those floor-to-floor connectors from Reobrix and now from Fantasy. Different parts just weren't tested practically. They have the same problem. Too much clutch power. Should go sideways. There we go. Now a sign. Should be just tiles with the new ones. Even the new ones will start to stick if locked. Oh, okay. Have you tested that? Have you experienced that? Or you just know from experience in general? Well then. How do you know that you've gotten the new pieces, though? Oh, pieces not. Would not stick at all when first building it, okay? But over time, after letting it sit, then it would. January sets, it's, I've got my priority list. Haven't picked exactly precisely yet, but I'm well on the way. Stupid phobe. Have a look around at what's out there. Yeah, that's the thing. It's folks who have only ever built Lego and never built anything else think that Lego's being evil. When in reality, Lego's being nicer than most model style, manufacturers and suppliers in the world ever. Yeah, not invalidating anybody's opinion, just offering a question. And it's perfectly fine to simply not like stickers, even if you're good at them. It's perfectly fine not to like them. Should I guess this? I'm guessing this has to go on the other side, but I'm not going to do it yet. This only says to apply it on one side, so I'm going to leave it. Cars have stickers. Yeah, I just got the Loyal Subjects mask truck, the MDU, the Rhino, and it has a whole sticker sheet that's this size. Not as many stickers, but a bunch of big ones. You have to apply all of your own stickers, and that's a toy, not a model. Power connector plate worked perfectly at first. Remember the old ones would stick every time? Yes. Did not have that issue. Yep, during the entire first week. Gotcha. Recently tested separating it after having the floors locked in place for over a month. Plate stuck. Moving it for the first time. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. You got it. They used to be consistently sticking. You built yours. It was not sticking anymore, which means that more than likely it is the new pieces. But after sitting, they started sticking. Okay, so the other sticker does go on this then. I just didn't want to jump the gun and then be proven dumb. has more weight on it. Okay. Interesting. Some sort of crushing that's occurring. Might be flexing the plastic just a little bit. Or just forming some really strong van der Waals interactions on the surface. Either getting a vacuum or close electron cloud interaction. Van der Waals. Van der Waals. Van der Waals. But Pokeball sets, right on. Sets plural. Which scale? The normal ones where the ball is about this big, or a little bit bigger? We have still have no idea really how Lego is gonna treat the Pokemon theme. Does sound like they're doing putting some focus into play, which is really good to hear. Not just doing the giant multi-$100 statues. The smallest ones, got you. I like the collectability of those, and I like the really nice, unique pieces that they used to make good little monsters. Also, water tower. Little things, not just statues. Exactly. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one of these in between. That's not just, no, it's not gonna sit. Yeah, there's a whole other bag. Still 3 bags remain. They're small, but Mario get minifigures? Doesn't seem like it. But you never know. You never know. Lego cannot be predicted. Same with Nintendo. It's a joint deal and a joint choice. I think if they were going to do minifigs, they would have done it in no later than the second year of the theme. Just test it again. First to second stuck. Should be tiles. I mean, it doesn't have to be fully tiles. It just needs to be. Just needs to have less clutch. If you just cut off two sides, just slice off a little bit from two sides of a stud, it takes away enough clutch power to where the problem goes away completely for good. Just reducing it, because it's nice that it actually aligns. You do ideally want the parts to align the pieces above and below. Otherwise you have to add other parts with studs to create alignment anyway. So it's good that that some form of stud exists there, I believe. I think that's important. Just needs to be customized. The whole thing is customized, so just customize it right. It's not like it's a standard piece. There's nothing standard about it. I think if they ever did minifigs for Mario minifigs, they do it for one of the movies. Good thinking. Yeah, that makes sense. Big marketing push. Yeah. Very close. Yeah. I thought they'd gotten it, but I don't have the opportunity to retest my sets on a regular basis. Once the review is done, I have to move on. The only thing though is Sunny, that obviously they messed up the first time. They didn't, they just didn't get that right. They figured, hey, 2 should be enough. You got 4 on the bottom, you got 2 on the top. It's gonna stick to the bottom. So okay, they messed up the first time, but they clearly made a change because it used to stick all the time, instantly, or the vast majority of the time, almost every time, and something happened where now it doesn't, at least at first. But it seems pretty clear to me that they made a change. If they're going to make a change, they're going to fix something, you should fix it, not almost fix it. There's zero excuse for not actually fixing it. They're forgiven for getting it wrong the first time, just like Fantasy did. Get it wrong again? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Different thing. Where does this go? Seeing stuff that I don't understand. Spares? Oh, this was for the top. I missed it. Boxing Club is open for pre-order on their site. Did that just happen, like just this minute? Because I've been checking throughout the day. There it is. $150 on their site, and is it on Amazon? Not on Amazon yet, at least in the US. I will wait. Shows up on Amazon like tomorrow with next day shipping. Well, that's what I'm going with. This one is pre-order USA, Europe, Canada, and UK. Ships in 1 week. 3,000 pieces. You see it dwarfs the record shop? Does it? Do they have a side-by-side? Not that perspective image. Do they have an actual fair side-by-side image? Equidistant. I will wait to see a fair side-by-side. I think that the image that they show right there with the extremely strong perspective is very deceptive. Record shop is great. Yeah. Two inches taller because of the, is it because of the water tower? I mean, one of that inch is from the water tower and the little antenna. I'm assuming it's the attic or the penthouse and its accessories that add that extra height. Looks like it might be a little bit narrower though. We'll have to see. I'm definitely going to buy it no matter what. I'll wait and see if it shows up on Amazon overnight so that I can get it shipped actually quickly. Two bags, right? 90 plus printed bricks. Only thing with more prints is the toy store. And 24 lights. That's pretty significant. Oh, you have gift cards too? Oh, perfect. Heck yeah. This is a telephone pole. Lego should do Halo. Yeah. If what you asked for, it would be way, way worse than Mega. That would be for sure. Be nothing close to what Mega did. And it'd be way more expensive. Still 4 stickers remaining for the last 2 bags. There's still so much yet to build. This feels done to me. Originally telegraph poles. Smallest bag, I think, or close to it. So few pieces. Big thanks to everybody for getting us past 7,900. We are less than 80 away from hitting the big 8K. There's still a possibility. We go through Friday. And then there's the campaign technically stays open through the end of the month, but that's Friday is the end of the event. been a good time. A lot of good work has been done, that's for sure. Gonna help a lot of kids out. A lot. For years to come, not even just in the short term, not just for this season, but for years. Yes. I don't get a chance to, Sky. I don't get a chance to do much other than work. Which is perfectly fine. These should be all black. Y'all got me 1 day off per month in 2026, plus 2 floating days. Do appreciate that. I need that. Rather than literally every day being a work day. Nefarious. You aren't. You still aren't. Clearly, you still aren't. Thank you for the $3.10 donation. We got palindrome there. We got palindrome there. And we're less than 80 away from hitting 8K. Thank you very much, Nefarious. Just us. Welcome and thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Happy to provide a service. Should do it. There is still one more bag though. This doesn't on this side. This goes rotated. Stickers hold up in lung, Norn? I have no idea. I don't have a lot of experience with sticker quality from Reobrix specifically. They seem like they land pretty well. The vinyl is pretty soft. The adhesive feels good enough. I don't know if there's anything that will cause it to just break down environmentally over time, but it feels fine so far. There's no substitute for long-term testing. There are things you can do to it, in a lab setting to accelerate environmental factors, but ultimately, for us as regular consumers, all we can do is wait. Cannot know. This bag of parts is for the alternate build. And these 4 stickers are for the alternate build. I like that one. This is done. All those parts are extras. If you're only going to build the primary, or if they're to support the alt build. I did not expect that. I definitely did not see that coming. Would never have expected it to go that way.
That's pretty good.
On my own time, I'll go around and make sure everything is pushed together properly. But this is pretty nice. Too bad about the spaghetti when you open up the back. Wasn't too bad to run the wires. A couple of them are a little bit shorter than I would have liked. Nothing is pinched, so long as I don't have any wires getting in the way, like right there. Very bright. It's all. I think the lights might be a little bit too bright. I'll have to check. You know what? I think I can do that. I think I've got the little. Yep, I do have the USB tester right here. So let's see how much this thing is drawing. It should be drawing less than 0.3. 19. Hello, hello. Thank you out of absolutely nowhere for your very kind donation to Starlight Children's Foundation out of absolutely nowhere of $20. Heck yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. They appreciate it. That's going to empower some child care professionals to bring a lot more joy and just a better experience, a better healing experience, a better care experience to a bunch of kids. Because each of those dollars can basically sponsor an hour of use of a gaming system or VR experience. 3 watts, 0.17 amps. It's very low. Or $20 together can purchase a bunch of books or several toys. Some of the values of dollars can be partially communicated through this, just to give you a general idea of what these amounts actually do. And we've already sponsored 2 gaming systems. We're trying to get to the point where we can have a 3rd gaming system sponsored to be placed at a children's hospital. We are $250 some away from that with 3 days to go. It is definitely still possible. Thank you very much for going out of your way to be kind and help others. And thank you for stopping into the stream as well. On the Twitch side, I'm going to rate us into another teammate who's also raising funds for Starlight. On the YouTube side, I will be bidding you adieu, but I will be back tomorrow for more. Starting tomorrow, I might do something that ends up being a 2-day build, or I might start something that ends up being a 3-day build. I won't be able to fully predict that, but I've got some medium-large sets yet to build. I also have another Reobrix set that I personally have wanted to build for a very long time. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick that one, but we got things. We got things to do. So we're going to keep at it. We're going to keep pushing right to the end to raise funds to help make some kids' lives just a little bit better and take some pain away, take some bad psychological experiences away and replace them with good ones. Thank you for all the help, everybody. And yeah, let's go rate somebody. I think we've rated once before on the team. I believe once. But this team does its best to spread the love around effectively, fairly, kindly. A bunch of folks putting in a bunch of time. Cat. Thank you. Yes, the raid message, definitely. Please do copy that out to send the love forward to our teammate if you're on the Twitch side. Would love if the floors were detachable. Definitely. Yep. So the roof is definitely detachable. The floors technically are built separately. The only thing is that they have they've got those wires going between them. So I think even if you did make the ground floor and the upper floor separatable, it would still be kind of dicey, just like I said, because of the wire. Wires, plural, that connect between the top and the bottom. Even as it is, the roof can come off easily, but I don't recommend it because there are 2 wires connected up to it, and it gets, yeah, the exact angle of where you can rotate it. It's like you can't take it actually off, because the wires are semi-hardwired in there now. You can disassemble it later, but it's not convenient, that's for sure. But I definitely support modification. All right. There's the raid on the Twitch side. Please do go with the raid with strength and unity, especially for a charity event. If you can leave a lurk on Apollo, it would be appreciated. But if you got a raid and run, that's okay as well. Unpin that. Make sure everybody can see that message. There we go. We got it. All right. I'm going to take off. I cannot guarantee that I'll have this set reviewed tonight, but within the next 2 nights for sure. Within the next 2. Be good to one another. Be good to yourselves. Thank you for being so good to me. Thank you for continuing to push to bring more happiness to kids with the help of Starlight, supporting their efforts. The person we're rating into on Twitch is doing exactly the same. And YouTube, thank you for tuning in. I will keep the videos coming as quickly as I reasonably can.